It's been a long time since I did one of these, so here we go. This is my 2021 Major League Baseball prediction. These are going to be the teams that are going to make it into the postseason on their way to the Fall Classic, what we call the World Series. Starting with the American League, let's start off with the wild card teams. I see the Toronto Blue Jays, neighbors of the North, and also the team that plays in Houston. For the American League West, I see the Angels. Now I'm hearing that the Angels aren't going to win on their strengths. This is going to sound bad because I have a lot of friends that are Angel fans. They're not going to win on their strengths. They're going to win on the weaknesses of the Athletics and that other team that plays in Houston. So I have the Angels going to the postseason. In the Central Division, I have the White Sox. I'm hearing a lot of good things about the White Sox. And then in the East, I have the New York Yankees. For the National League, your wild cards are going to be the Mets. Hearing lots of good things about the Mets. And also the San Diego Padres, who a lot of people believe are going to win 100 games this year. I think the power rankings came out, and I think they were ranked either number 2 or number 3. I don't see them winning 100 games. I see them winning maybe 95, the low 90s, but not 100 games. I think they're a good team, but they're not that powerful. I just don't think they have the experience. But they are going to make it to the playoffs. In the East, I have the Braves. The Braves are a really strong team. In the Central, I kind of went back and forth between the Brewers, the Cubs, and the Cardinals. Lots of people are saying that this is the actually weakest division in the National League. So I basically just took a dart and threw it at the wall, and it came up the St. Louis Cardinals. And in the National League West, the Dodgers, who have a tremendous pitching staff. I think they're going to win probably 104 games, and they're going to come on top in the National League West. I don't want to make this a Dodger podcast. This is a baseball podcast. I will say that the Dodgers do have a very, very, probably the strongest bullpen and starting rotation in baseball. But I have some problems with some other positions. And I'll have to come back and do another video on that. In the end, I believe that your 4 teams that are going to battle it out in the end, in the American League, I believe the championship series is going to be the Yankees and the White Sox. The Yankees are going to win. And for the Dodgers, I think it's either going to be, and this is going to be really interesting, I think it's going to be the Dodgers and the Braves. And I think in the very end, it'll be the Dodgers against the Yankees, and the Yankees are going to lose in 7 games. I think the Dodgers are going to beat them. And this is basically like a reunion of the 77, 78, and 81 World Series. That was the last time they played. The Dodgers lost in 77 and 78, and they won in 1981. I know that in baseball, there's a lot of people just hate both teams. In the past, nobody really hated the Dodgers. But because the Dodgers have won continually over and over and over again, they continue to win the West. And a lot of times just running away with it. People are just getting tired of them. They're actually calling the Dodgers the Yankees of the West Coast. So, but I think it's going to be the teams that a lot of people hate, the rest of the country hates. I think it's going to be the Dodgers and the Yankees. So here's the other little bit of information that I discovered as I was kind of like scrolling through the Major League Baseball app. There are going to be 15 games tomorrow with 30 starting pitchers. Do you realize that of those 30 starting pitchers, 20% or 6 pitchers are going to be either current or former Dodgers. And we're going to start off with the Dodger starter. That's Clayton Kershaw. He's going to be taking the hill against the Colorado Rockies. He played from 2008 until present day. He is going to be on the mound. Let me tell you a little bit about Kershaw real quick, though. Again, I don't want to mix the Dodger podcast. Oh, this is gonna offend a lot of people. Maybe I shouldn't even go there, but I think Kershaw is no. We'll come back and do it. We'll come back and do the video. The other starting pitcher, this is going for the Toronto Blue Jays, is Hyun-Jin Ryu. Another pitcher that when he left the Dodgers, I was not a happy camper. He had his ups and downs, but over the last few years, he's had a lot of ups, and he was really, really strong. He played from 2013 to 2019. Then we have a relatively unknown person. I think if you ask the average Dodger fan out there who this guy is, they'd probably say, I have no idea. That is the Red Sox starter, Nathan Eovaldi. I remember when he first came up, the first thing I said is like, who is this guy? He played from 2011 to 2012. I don't think he was a starter. I think he came out of the bullpen. He played for those 2 years. Then another player that left, and I was beside myself, and this is Kenta Maeda. He played from 2016 to 2019. He's now playing for the Twins. He's been doing really, really well, along with Hyun-Jin Ryu. They've been both doing great after they left the Dodgers. The other person is Zach Greinke. He plays for that team in southern Texas. He played from 2013 to 2015. Again, when him and Kershaw played side by side, when they were on the same team, they were just, it was like the 1-2 punch. But he's doing really, really well. This other pitcher, I think the majority of the Dodger fans did a little dance. I think they popped champagne, and I think they were like, don't let the turnstile hit you on the butt when this guy left. And that's Hugh Darvish. He played with the Dodgers, I think, partially for 1 year, 2017. He pitched against the Houston Astros. I really don't want to even talk about that. But there were allegations that he was tipping pitches. And that's one of the reasons why, besides the cameras, that we lost to the Astros in the World Series. I went to Game 2, and we lost. But it was a great game. It really was a great game. He's playing for the Padres. Another reason to hate the Padres. Again, this is not a Dodger video, but I wanted to make it a Dodger video. I'll come back and do another one. With that said, I am glad baseball is back. Let me know if you're going to go to a game. Let me know how you feel about the season. Let me know about your team. Let me know, hey, do you feel safe enough to go to a stadium with this pandemic kind of still in the air? I don't even know if we're still in a pandemic because the numbers have started to drop. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, I am out of here. Adios.